Today I will be showing you how to make this pencil topper, and the one I'm going to make with you in this video is this Flappy Bird one, and you'll need less than 50 single rubber bands. So let's get started. First we'll make this part, and it's about half an inch long, so if you want to make it longer you can. And the one I'm making here, I'm using only 10 single rubber bands. So taking your starting color anywhere on your loom, put it from the first peg to the second peg, pull the outside band across and loop it to the next peg over in the second row, and then pull the last one and loop it to the other peg. So now you're covering 4 pegs on your loom like that. And take your next color, mine will be white, push it down and just loop it all across the 4 pegs like that. Push it down. Your next color, mine is orange. I'm using 3 colors, so I'm covering all 4 pegs again. Now what I want to do is pull the bottom rubber band over each peg, and that will be your pattern. So whichever, if you're working with 3 colors, whichever color you pull, take that color and put it on the 4 peg and pull the bottom peg over, the bottom rubber band over the peg, all 4 of them, and just continue. And we'll do this for a total of 10 rubber bands. And lastly, my last yellow, and I'm just going to loop everything up single rubber band at a time. I'm doing the white, and since I'm not adding anything else on, I'm taking my last, there should be 2, so I'm taking the orange, the last orange, loop it up over the yellow, and now I should have only 1 single yellow on each peg, and I'm just going to pull it across, pull it from 1 peg, whichever one you want, and just pull it across, put it on that 1 peg, and then pull every other one off and put it on that same peg. So now all your rubber bands should be transferred to 1 peg only. And let's make Flappy Bird. Taking 2 single rubber bands, coming from the center first to the center second peg, 2 more yellows, and coming diagonally on both sides like that, and we'll come down twice with 2 single yellows. Repeat on the other side. And close it off with 2 single rubber bands from the 3rd side peg to the center 4th. Repeat on the other side, and we want to push this peg down, all the rubber bands. Coming down the center of the body with 2 single yellows from the 2nd to the 3rd, and 2 single whites for the eyes from the 3rd to the 4th peg in the center. And now we're going to make the wings. I'm taking a single yellow and a single white, and we'll make it on the loom, put it from the 1st to the 2nd peg anywhere, don't connect it. Let's make the other wing, same thing, from the 1st peg to the 2nd peg, and we'll take a single white, and we're going to cap it off by looping it a total of 4 times. And repeat on the other wing. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. Now loop, go under the cap band, grab the bottom 2 bands, a single white and a single yellow, loop it onto itself. That's one wing. The other wing, same thing, go under, grabbing the bottom two bands and looping it onto itself. That's what you should have. Take the white tip of a wing off for both wings. So that's what you should have. Now take a single rubber band, yellow, the same as the body, and just put your hook through the peg and pull it up. Get it on your hook and pull it off. And we are attaching it from the second peg to the second peg on your loom, on his body. And then we want to push it down in between the second peg and the third peg. So that's the wing facing down. Repeat for the other wing. Take a single, again, put it through that peg, pull it through, get the loops onto your hook, pull it off, and we're going to attach again, once again, on the second peg to the second peg on your loom. And this time we want the wing to face up towards us. So one wing is facing down towards the back of the loom and one wing is facing up. Let's make the beak, taking a single orange or red, whichever color you want, twist it. That doubles the band, and we're putting it from any peg first to the second, taking another rubber band, and we are looping it 4 times like that. Go under the cap band, grab the bottom 2 bands, loop up and onto itself. Take the front of the beak off like that, and now take it on your hook, and we are going to add it to the 4th peg in the center. That's our beak. And let's make our eyes, taking a single yellow anywhere on your loom from the first peg to the second peg, and now we are going to cap that off by looping it a total of 4 times on your end peg. Go under the cap band, grab the bottom single and loop up and onto itself. So what you should have. Now take the black part off. There's your eye. Get it on your hook, and we're going to attach it on the 3rd peg to the 3rd peg on our loom, and just center it in between the 3rd and 4th center peg. Let's attach the topper part of our pencil. Get it off your loom, and for Flappy Bird we want it to attach it to his bottom right here in the 2nd peg on the left, whichever his bottom is for you. Attach it there, and make sure you get all the rubber bands onto that 2nd peg. If you don't, your Flappy Bird will, the pencil topper part will come apart. So now go under the beak, grab the top 2 white bands and loop up and right over the eyes. Go back in, grab the next top 2, loop up and onto itself, and the last 2 onto itself like that, and continue up the side to the top peg here. And repeat on the other side. Make sure you grab the bottom 2 bands and looping it up and onto itself. You should see nice teardrops. Now go in the center, grab the bottom 2 bands and loop up and onto itself, and we want to make sure our wing is sticking out in between. Go in the 2nd peg, grab the bottom 2 bands only and looping it up and onto itself. Now take your slip knot rubber band and tie Flappy Bird off. And he's ready to come off the loom. There's Flappy Bird, your pencil topper. Pull out his wings. It should look like that from up top. Pull his beak and pull his body, fix his eyes. and tuck in your charm string. And get your pencil. You want to open up the topper for the pencil and just push the eraser part right onto it, into the hole. So that's what you should have, and if you have a new eraser, it'll be less on, like this one here with the penguin. This is your Flappy Bird pencil topper, and you can push the eraser part out through the back if you want to expose the eraser, and pull it back in and just pull the gripper on the top for your pencil topper. I hope you like them. Thanks for watching.